coming to you live from the Power and Lights District in downtown Kansas City, where I'm having a terrible time at the skee ball game. I was actually better as a kid. Huge game tonight between Baylor and Kansas State. We already had some drama tonight at the Big 12 tournament as TCU knocks off Kansas, so that basically blows the entire tournament wide open. Now for the game tonight, the Bears and Wildcats have split the season series, the Bears winning in Manhattan, and also the Wildcats coming to Waco and defeating Baylor at the Farrell Center. Now, this is a game that Kansas State has to win. They are a bubble team, which means they're the last team to possibly enter the NCAA tournament. For the Bears, they've already pretty much punched their ticket. It just means, can they be a 2 seed or can they be a 3 seed? Now, the length inside will be a huge factor. Big Joe, also Jonathan Motley, makes Baylor an interesting team and an intriguing matchup for pretty much every team in the tournament. The Bears are a lock to clinch their 4th straight NCAA tournament. On the other hand, like we talked about, Kansas State fighting for their tournament lives as they are one of the 4 teams on the bubble tonight.
Man, it's going to be a great game. I know they're going to come in here hype. They need that win against us. They think they're going to beat us because they had us last time in Waco. It's going to be a great game. It's a great team.
We played a lot of their guys last year. They have a lot of returners, so you're pretty familiar with their games, and you get more familiar with their actions and what they like to do, what their tendencies. So you have to be even sharper and execute even better third time around.
Hey, we know this game is big for Baylor. It's even bigger for Ish Wainwright. The senior comes back home to Kansas City to play in front of his fans and family. For more on Ish Wainwright, here's Curtis Quillen.
It's March when history is made every year in college basketball, unless you're the Baylor Bears, who have been making history the entire season.
I told Coach, I said, it's probably the best team that I've probably been on in my 4 years of college.
It's been a record-breaking season for a team with just 1 senior. Ish Wainwright, who left home for Waco to play for a school which had never seen a senior make the NCAA tournament each year. And as the season started, the veteran Wainwright guided the Bears to 15 straight wins to open the season. And while you may not see him standing out on a box score,
I think Ish's biggest strength isn't even on the court. I would just say it's the presence in the locker room, that sort of experience.
Meaning Ish played a huge role in the Bears being put atop the college basketball rankings for the first time ever.
And that brings us to the Sprint Center in Kansas City, where Ish is from. He's got the chance to make history, not only being the first Baylor senior to make the NCAA tournament all 4 years he's at school, but becoming the first Baylor senior to cut down these nets in Kansas City.
And Coach always talks about making history. And like, I know this is a team sport, but sometimes, I mean, you do have individual goals. Like, I know for a fact, I talked about before the year, national championship, national player of the year. That's when even individual.
And Thursday night, with his family in the stands at the Sprint Center, Ish Wainwright can begin the next part of his journey toward those individual goals.
I've had feelings of making it to Sweet 16. I know how it feels to lose in the first round, and so it has a lot of value.
At the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City, Curtis Quillen, Channel 6 Sports.
All right, switching gears to baseball, where the Baylor Bears have won 12 of their first 13 games to start the season and look to remain red hot this weekend as they host the University of Houston for a 3-game series starting tomorrow at Baylor Ballpark. The Bears are getting timely hitting from JUCO transfer Tucker Cascaded. The junior is an RBI in every game but 1. Houston comes in with a record of 8-3, winning 5 of the last 6 games. Head coach Steve Rodriguez talked about how good this team could actually be.
You know, and just because we may not be the most talented doesn't mean that you can't win ball games by playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. And that's what I try to express to them is we have some talented young men on this team, and when you allow that talent to mix in with really quality baseball, you know, who knows what's going to happen. And as long as we play the way we're supposed to play.
All right, and we're back here, and we'll have more on the Baylor Bears coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Hopefully they can pull out a big win because they play tomorrow at 8 o'clock as well. Reporting live from the Light and Power and Light District here in downtown Kansas City, Nick Canizales. We'll see you right after the break.